Welcome back to Habscast. I am doing a special scouting video on Bryce Pickford, newly appointed captain of the Medicine Hat Tigers. He um, he was drafted 81st overall, third round by Montreal in the 2025 NHL draft. He'd been passed over the year before, in large part because he only scored 2 goals in his draft year with a very strong Seattle team that didn't really need another offensive defenseman at the time, so he was kind of used in a bottom line role. Got traded to Medicine Hat last year, went from 2 goals. In the 71 games he's played for Medicine Hat since, he has 37 goals. And that included just an unprecedented playoff where he had 13 goals on defense. I mean, that's an incredible amount playing in the WHL playoffs. And he was a large reason why Medicine Hat was able to win the championship last year in the WHL. Pickford, it's impressive that a team that won WHL championship named somebody captain who only played 1 year for the club. So it gives you an idea of just how much Willie Desjardins and his scouting staff values the leadership that Pickford offers the team. He he started off this year on the right foot, fair to say, by scoring 2 goals and 1 assist in the game against Regina, and I had a look at all of his shifts, and I've put together a video, and I'm going to break it down from a scouting perspective for people here. See what we think. See what I have to say about it. Here he is, first period. What stood out to me right away was his mobility, his skating, and his puck moving ability. He's very mobile, and I think his first pass, his outlet passes in particular, are outstanding. I I just love how he sees the ice, how confident he is. He his gap control is great. Look at the way he has no issue pinching if he thinks he can make the play. He's very confident in his ability to get back and recover if he does get caught up ice. So I like his confidence. I like his gap control. I like that he picks the right spots to jump into the play. And sometimes it's just a matter he does it just to kind of put pressure on the puck carrier and make him make the wrong play, maybe turn over the puck. So puck retrievals are very good. He his skating is a real asset. There's his first goal, his patented shot. He has just got he has such an hard, accurate shot from the point. He's going to score a lot of goals again this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he is the best defenseman in the WHL this year. Look, you can see here he's full of confidence. Okay, this play here, check this out. Just so smart. He held on to it that little extra, made that little, you know, just bought himself a bit of time until there was room there, and made the perfect pass. I love his poise, and you'll see throughout this game he had several shots on net. He was I actually I didn't look at the shots on goal, but I think I counted 7 or 8 in this game, which is just fantastic. There he is holding the line again. You see the poise. The poise with the puck is outstanding. Here he gets the puck through again. In the first period alone, I think he got 5 or 6 shots on net and a goal. Again, his passes are right on the tape. He's he's got a very accurate, very accurate passer. I I'm thoroughly impressed with his passing. I'm going to put a pause on this for a sec, folks. What we see here, time and time again, is him getting shots through. He had he finished this game with 9 shots on net, which is just an incredible number. Um, I don't know that he had more shots on net in any game last year, but as you can tell by these highlights, he's so full of confidence. It's like the game's almost too easy for him at the WHL level here. I would not be surprised if he's look at the moves here. Just dominant. He was just dominant throughout this game. Best player on the ice. Steps up, makes the hit. Again, he's really confident in stepping up and making the plays. I would not be surprised if he's on Canada's World Junior team. Look at him join the rush here. Just a superb skater at the junior level at this point. Joined the rush and just breezed by everybody. Good lateral mobility. Good one-on-one defending. There he, let the goalie cut off the pass and let the goalie make the save, which is the textbook way of playing that 2-on-1. And here he tries to join the rush and gets caught up ice a little bit. That would have been maybe the only place where, I mean, he's got so much confidence that there's going to be the odd time. And here, look at him. There's another example where he came into the zone, cut off the player with the puck, made it difficult for him. He just knows when to step up into the play, when to pinch, just about every time, with the odd exception. But it's because he's full of confidence and knows that he can recover with his skating ability. So uh, um, I was just thoroughly impressed with his game here. I I mean to play as well as he plays as a 19-year-old in the WHL. There's oh, here he got the puck. They were uh, they were up 4-2. Played quite a bit at the end, protecting the lead. What I like about his game too is that it's not just all goal scoring. He can move the puck. He's a good defender. Played 23 minutes, so he plays in all situations. And again, here he was on protecting the lead, up 4-2. Here he gets to the puck, gets her down. They had 5-minute major at the end of the game, and they managed to hold off Regina. Regina wasn't able to score. Here's 32 seconds left. Again, he's out on the ice, gets the puck, backhander, and look at that. Boom. Puts her right into the net. So, empty net goal to go along with with a goal and an assist as well. So 2 goals, 1 assist in the season opener. Played all situations, played great in all situations. I just I would be surprised if he's not on Canada's World Junior team. He looks like one of the best defensemen in junior hockey at this point. He's just full of confidence. It's too bad that he didn't get to play the Canadians, and he would have been nice to see him paired with Protz on the second pairing, and I think he would have been a standout in that prospect showdown that was at the Bell Center last week. But it was obviously a minor injury. He wasn't out for long. Came back, was ready for the home opener, and looked fantastic. So Medicine Hat, they lost Lindstrom, they lost McKenna, so they're not. I guess they're probably not a favorite in the West because they're missing those 2 huge pieces. But player like Pickford will keep them in the mix. They're not gonna They certainly won't be bottom dwellers in large part because Pickford, I think, is going to be a dominant WHL defenseman. Would not be shocked if he hit 40 goals this year with his bomb and with the confidence that he's playing with. He just looks outstanding. So I think he's got NHL potential all day. I The strides that he's made in the last year, and again, just even since last spring, he looks that much better again. He's dominant. He was dominant out there. So, um, third round pick. I think I've talked to more than one scout that thought that he should have been a second rounder, and their team had somebody else ranked ahead of him, or it would have been he would have been picked in the second round by somebody. But um, he looks judged on judging on what I watched after he was drafted, as far as last year and what I saw in that game. Um, he should have been a second round pick, and I think the fact that he was a year removed from his draft year. People are always a little leery about drafting a guy too high. I think well, teams won't pick him that high because he was already passed over once, and they think he'll be available. I wouldn't doubt it if there were several teams that thought they'd be getting Pickford later in the third round and weren't real pleased when the Canadians picked him at 81st overall, because he looks like he should have been top 50. So very encouraging, Habs fans. I think the Canadians have another right defenseman that is in the mix going forward. And, he's another reason why I think Mayu was deemed to be expendable, as far as being the piece that got Zach Bolduc on the team. When St. Louis said, well, will you trade Mayu? I think they looked at Pickford and thought, he's got his shot is very comparable to Mayu's. He could score a lot of goals. He brings a lot of different elements to the game. He's he looks like he's got NHL potential all day. So I looked at Kanyushkov last week, another right defenseman, similar size, maybe a little smaller than Pickford. Pickford's a pretty strong boy. He's not overly tall, but he's very well built, thick kid. Um, if you'd ask me who I think right now has more NHL potential and certainly a better chance of being on the Canadiens someday, my choice would be Pickford. I think there's more upside there, but that's not to take anything away from Kanyushkov. I think he has NHL potential as well. So an embarrassment of young defensemen on on the Canadians and also on the farm. It's it's very encouraging for the club and for its fan base that yeah, they're a good team right now. They're an up and coming team, but there's more coming down in down the road in the pipeline, and there's lots to be excited about. I think the Canadians are poised to be a factor over the next decade, thanks in part to all of the young prospects that are in the system, not only on the team but on the way.